Welcome to the GCN Tech Show. I'm Alex Payton.
And I'm Dr. Oliver Bridgewood. No, I'm kidding. I'm Connor.
Coming up this week, we've got two of the so-called fastest bikes in the world, some routes so that you can ride stages of the Giro, and we've got some hot and spicy tech from the first few stages.
And our main talking point this week is tech you love to hate.
First up, let's take a look at last week's poll. So last week we said, if you were buying a new bike tomorrow, that was last week we said that, would you buy a rim or disc brake bike? 29% of people said rim brake, 71 disc. What would you buy?
Rim brakes, I think, yeah.
Why?
Well,
I'm not interested.
Well, no.
No, come on to our main talking point.
Okay, if you insist. I have a few lists written down next to me now. Anyway, our main talking point this week is tech you love to hate.
Yeah, now this isn't us saying that we hate all things bike tech related, because I mean, we love the stuff, but every now and again there's some sort of product, bit of kit, accessory that you just want to hate on a little bit, and sometimes for no reason at all.
Yeah, sometimes they just work so well, but they're just annoying, frustrating.
Yeah.
Like integrated cables that go into your frame and all the little niggly bits that you have to thread through.
Yeah.
I mean, they're great once they're in, but nightmare to fit.
Yeah, actually, I'd agree with that. If you've got to service your bike, take it apart, maybe and pack it up to travel on holiday, go on a cycling trip away. It can be a bit of a frustrating thing. Although, I've got to say, I do agree, they do look cool, they look sleek, and as manufacturers tell us, they're more aero.
They are. I mean, I'm lucky to have a GCN Tech presenter nearby to always help me with my bikes, but when they're nowhere to be found, it does get tricky.
Yeah, or if you get stuck trying to fix your bike, just drop Ollie a message directly on 077 3479.
I have them on speed dial. I mean, it's not that bad if you're mechanically minded and you have the right tools available. It's a job that is doable. But I do have memories of standing in my shed with a bike upside down trying to poke a cable through.
Yeah. Oh. For a lot of people, it could just be a trip down to the bike shop if it goes wrong or you need to do something. Actually, a friend of mine was asking me the other day about they want to get a new bike bag, and I knew straight away they were not going to be great at taking the handlebars off. So I said, best bet, find a bike bag that you can leave the handlebars on so you haven't got any faffing around to do.
That is a good point, unless you're 6'8" and you have a massive bike.
That is an even better point, yeah.
Another bit of tech I love to hate, overshoes.
Oh yeah?
I have a theory about overshoes. The better they are, the harder they are to put on. Much like life.
Like life.
Yeah.
So the better they are, the harder they are. So what's like the theory behind this?
Well, the harder they are to put on, so then they're really tight to your shoes, they're aerodynamic, and they don't flap. You know, I hate it when they're on.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But to do that, you know, especially when you get them over size 14 feet, quite a tricky job. I've been on the floor with my feet in the air, yanking them over. Literally, I've pulled a muscle in my bicep once.
There's a lot of sort of difficulties you've got to overcome. I've not even thought about it.
Well, life is tough for me, Alex, you know, but I do muddle through.
Have you got any other sort of bits of tech that you sort of like to hate on now and again?
Tubeless tyres.
No.
Tubeless tyres.
No. I'll tell you what, I'm not having a bad word said about them.
Well,
no.
I mean, I know they're good, but you must admit they are a bit of a hassle.
No, I don't even think they are a hassle. I think, right, bad workman always blames his tools. I feel like this is what you're doing. Because I think if you use tubeless tyres and you get used to the technology, you practice, you have an understanding of it, you take your time, you learn, I don't think there's any reason to create loads of mess and stress.
But, okay, nothing is perfect in this world. You must admit that. You're never going to get a perfect, 100 out of 100.
I guess, yeah, that's true.
So there is that one moment.
I've been known to make
one moment you might ride through a load of glass on the road, you have a puncture, it happens.
Yeah.
And you're covered in glue, sealant,
no, you're
everywhere.
Not. No, you just do it carefully. You take your time.
But when you actually ride over the glass, it's going to end up all over you. All over your clothes, all over your bottles. You might be out in the desert, you might want to drink, and you've got sealant on your bidon. You must admit, that moment...
Well, that would be annoying, but I've got to say, that sounds like a very drastic and... that sounds like a dramatised experience.
All the options.
Actually, talking about tubeless sealant, I've got a Monday maintenance video coming out soon where you can remove tubeless sealant from your bike. Loads of tips for that.
Oh, I'll watch that one.
You probably won't when you're lying. Anyway, right, another bit of tech that I love to hate. I'll tell you what it is. Bar end mirrors. Don't like them. I don't think they really need to be on there. Little mirror, end of your handlebars, rattling around. I think what you can actually see is such a sort of small amount of stuff behind you, and the fact is on your handlebars, as soon as you turn in the slightest bit, you're going to be just looking into the bushes or something.
Yeah, I don't really see the appeal, personally. I think it would make me a bit dizzy.
Yeah, I think it
having
would.
too many views. But I see why people use them. They wanted to see what's coming up behind them, especially on busy roads. But yeah, I prefer to just turn
So
my
in
head.
my mind, what's behind you, you've just ridden past, you can see it. But what about like child seats? If you have Jessie in the little trailer at the back, do you think it might be helpful or not?
Maybe it might just make me even more dizzy when you're looking at a child and where you're going.
Yeah.
But one thing I do find, I tend to love to hate
Yeah.
bike packing bags.
Okay, why?
Like I love them.
Yeah.
I just love them. I just love getting a bit nerdy with them and all the different types and the straps and everything. But always when I'm out on a trip, I'm battling with some sort of strap and bit of Velcro. trying to
yeah, I
make it
feel they're a
stop
bit
swaying.
complicated.
They are. So I do kind of love to hate that aspect.
Okay,
of it,
fair
even
enough.
Though, yeah.
I've got a maybe slightly obscure one. Well, it's not that obscure, but I tell you what I don't like. Jerseys or jackets or tops that have just got 2 pockets, so 2 large pockets instead of 3 equal sized ones. I mean, forever, for as far back as I can remember, jerseys have had 3 pockets in them. Nice and easy. You've got a little bit of stuff, put it in the middle pocket. It sits nice and evenly on your back. If you've got more stuff, use the side pockets as well. But if you've got 2 pockets and you've only got your phone, well, do you have it on the left, the right? The pockets are too big, it rattles around in there. I'm just not happy about it.
Yeah, it's not very symmetrical.
I feel like I've gone off on a rant here, sorry about that.
It is symmetrical, but it's not, you know what I mean? It's like it bulks in the wrong
Yeah,
place.
I just like to have your phone in the middle pocket, any accessories to the sides. What about you?
I like it when the pockets are loose. If you have tight pockets and you're
Yeah.
like,
Oh, okay.
I'm doing this all the time, you're right.
I just thought you had itchy back.
No, I just wanted a bar. I wanted a bar! Ah!
Have you got 3 pockets in that jumper?
That'd be good. See, if everyone had pockets in their jumpers,
You have your snacks in there.
world would be a better place. We are getting very philosophical on this tech show.
Yeah.
Aren't we? I don't know why.
We don't normally do it with Ollie, he's very serious.
Really?
Right, we've rambled on for long enough. Those are just some of the things that we love to hate. I'm sure there's loads more.
Let us know in the comments though what you love to hate. Looking forward to reading some of those suggestions. I'm sure we're going to get pretty creative.
I
too.
can't wait to see how many people comment they hate disc brakes. I mean, reading those comments, it never gets old, does it?
We did start that fire, didn't we? We did set the spark
Yeah.
alight.
Oh, there we go. Right, can't wait.
It's now time for hot and spicy tech, like a curry madras on a Friday night.
Right, before we kick things off, the Giro is on and we've got some incredible GCN limited swag over at shop.global cycling network. So head over and check that out. And I've got to say, the blue t-shirt with the pink logo on, it's one of my favourites. And the person modelling it, oh my goodness.
Your mum did always say you'd be a model, didn't she?
Janice did. Thanks, Janice.
No. Shout out to Janice. Anyway, on to some hot tech now, which I'm sure Janice will appreciate. This is the new Colnago TT bike. It's called the TT1. Has been spotted at the Giro d'Italia and it has been developed in collaboration with UAE Team Emirates. This is the kind of next development from the K1.
Yeah. Now,
Looking resplendent.
it's looking incredible. So Colnago are saying this is the fastest bike they've made, but as yet it's still logged with the UCI as a prototype because it hasn't passed all of their checks and testing and etc, etc. And it's said to be available to be released to the public sometime late in August.
Yep, and you can have it as a 1x or a 2x setup. It has a horizontal top tube now instead of a sloping one. Smaller head tube, meaning it's better in terms of aerodynamics, and it uses stack for the bike fit, so solid bit of stack.
Yeah, loads of fancy pants aero stuff on this. It's also got the prototype at the moment has got a 3D printed sort of storage and water bottle system. It's only available in 3 sizes. So Colnago are limiting the number of sizes and then using, like you say, the stack of the handlebars, and because everyone uses those custom handlebars now for racing, so they're using that to get the fit right rather than offering tons of different sizing. Now I've got no news on the pricing as of yet, but no doubt it's going to be a pretty premium bike, isn't it?
Yeah, and it would also appear that Campagnolo have some new TT Hydro levers that are allowing the bike to use the latest super record 12-speed EPS, which previously wouldn't have been possible.
Oh, good spot, Connor. More news on those when we have it.
Sticking with TT bikes though, just for the moment, and we have news on that collaboration between Red Bull and BMC for the fastest bike in the world project. Now, we yet to see any of the data on if this really is truly the fastest bike in the world, but knowing Red Bull and BMC could have a good chance.
Could be. And it's really good to see a collaboration between 2 different industries. So the cycling world and the Formula One, seeing as Formula One is known for being at the forefront of innovation and all things high tech. And I mean, at the moment, so far in the Formula One season, they've managed to build what appears to be the fastest car, really utilising those new regulations. I mean, I just love Formula One. Do you?
I don't know too much about it, but it does look cool.
That is from a man that doesn't love Formula One, if you ask me.
I like it. I like watching the little documentary series on it. It's great.
Okay.
Anyway, that said, the bike appears to use a similar silhouette and shape to many bikes. We haven't seen its official name yet.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, saying about a silhouette for a bike that is supposed to be designed to be the world's fastest and this, that, and it's super high tech. Kind of just looks to be similar shapes to what we're seeing lots of brands using, and it isn't using like the cutout into the frame where we're seeing the frame come really close to the curve of the wheel. So it's not using stuff like that, which other manufacturers seem to be doing. So it'd be interesting to see what comes from this.
Interesting.
So both of those bikes were spotted at the Giro, and on the subject of the Giro, which is available live and on demand on GCN Plus, including Apple TV now, I thought it would be good to give an update about channel partner Komoot, because they've got all of the race routes available so that should you want to relive the stages, you could go do it.
Yeah, each of the 21 stages of the Giro d'Italia will be hosted on a dedicated Giro profile on Komoot, so you can look through all the stages, maybe ride them yourself, but if you don't want to ride the entire Giro d'Italia route, which I think is probably most people.
I definitely don't want to.
There will be 30 hand-picked, handcrafted routes in each of the regions that the Giro is passing through, so you can have a more leisurely cultural experience.
That sounds like my sort of thing. Pretty neat, eh?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Other notable bits of tech at the Giro is Simon Yates' skin suit. So this is a £2,750 custom-made Vortex skin suit, which presumably helped him win stage 2 on the individual time trial.
It's a lot of money for a bit of lycra. I mean, you could go on holiday to the Caribbean for that, or as Hank says, the Caribbean.
Where?
The Caribbean.
The Caribbean?
You probably have to get a bit of a budget. Yeah, Caribbean.
Whatever.
Either way, though, £2,750, a lot of money, but he won that TT by 3 seconds. In an average speed terms, to put this into context, 0.2 kilometres an hour. So we're talking really, really marginal differences here. Plus, if you look at the prize money for a stage of the Giro d'Italia, first and second is a difference of around $5,500.
Oh, so he's still quids in on what he's
made a profit, yeah.
Made a profit.
So he's won his TT and he's also going on holiday to the Caribbean.
It's a pretty specialist bit of kit, especially that is custom made to him, so he's not going to be able to sell it afterwards. But
he could sell it to his twin brother.
That's actually a very good point.
That is a good point.
So super fancy pants bit of kit, great for racing, probably not ideal for, general cycling community, is it?
No, but it would be fun to ride it. Imagine how slippery you feel.
Actually, another bit of speedy boy tech that I've seen is a fancy pants pulley wheel system by Ceramic Speed, and I think it's called an OSPW Aero, which stands for Oversized Pulley Wheel Aero Edition. So I think this is a collaboration between Ceramic Speed and a UK company called Drag to Zero, renowned for their sort of expertise in aerodynamics. And this is to reduce the drag not only of the drivetrain in terms of friction, but the aerodynamic drag as well.
This has been talked about all over social media, so we thought we'd join in too, and I think it looks like a meat cleaver. I mean, you could slice a mango with that on the go.
Well, a mango's not a piece of meat, but anyway, we'll move on from that. Okay. It's a super niche product, and I think it's got a price tag of around $800, so it's not going to be for everybody at that sort of price, is it?
On that note, more hot take next week. Now it's time for the best bike shop in the week.
That's right, so this is just to celebrate local bike shops, give them a big shout out and help everybody out. So to upload your bike shop into the app, you need to go onto the app, select other, and then make sure you include in the description with all of your pictures and stuff, the words bike shop to help us pick them out. Right, so this week we've got a submission from Speedy Boy Nick, and it says, it's from Stonehenge Cycle. This is a local shop they actually worked in as a young boy. It's a family run store that they say offers a great level of service. So I've looked this up, right? It's located in Salisbury, not that far from here in the southwest of England, on Fisherton Street. And get this, right, how cool it is. They've got 2 shops on the same street opposite each other. So on one side of the road, they've got mountain bike commuting and leisure. Walk across the other side of the road, you got road and try.
Ooh, which side of the street are you on?
Well, definitely road and try.
Yeah.
They mountain biking around here, goodness me. And they've got some mega Google reviews as well, haven't they?
They have. So I did find this Google review. Settle down, everyone. You might want to get yourselves a cup of tea and a biscuit, or maybe forward this part of the video on 30 seconds if you don't want story time, but this is the story, so...
okay, thanks.
Yeah. Settle in. Like everyone else, it seemed I wanted a new bike. Another bike shop in town had fobbed me off saying I couldn't get one until November 2021. This was written in December 2020, let's not forget. I needed to be able to utilise the cycle to work scheme. So I walked into store with a brief and a budget. Chris was extremely helpful and said he had one bike in my size due end of January. So I left my details and he said they'd be in touch when it arrived. The bike arrived as expected and was serviced and ready for me to collect. I was invited in to have the bike set up for me. He spent 45 minutes with me, going through all the setup, getting the bike customised to my requirements and fitting my new pedals, and even sorting out cleats on my shoes too. 10 out of 10 service, all questions answered professionally. I would not hesitate to recommend Stonehenge cycles, and I will be back when it's time to upgrade.
That was lovely. Thanks, Connor.
Yeah, beautiful.
I'll give you a round of applause for that. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm here all day.
More bike shops, best bike shop in the world next week. Thanks very much. It's now time for the Bike Vault. This is my favourite part of the show. This is where you upload pictures of your bikes into the Bike Vault. Myself and Connor judge them. They're either nice or super nice. If they're super nice, you know what to do, Connor. Connor badly rings the bell. Right, first up, we got the most super nice bike. Oh, you can keep it on the desk. That's all right. First up, the most super nice bike from last week. It's from Paint Killer, and it is a Cannondale Super 6 Evo custom painted. What do you make of this?
I really like that. I actually think it's cracking. One of the best bike vaults I've ever seen. I think it's just stood out for me.
Wow.
The way they framed
One of the
it.
best ones ever.
I like the greenery.
Okay.
The greenery backdrop, brilliant photo. One thing they could have, it's like in the biggie at the back,
Yeah.
it stands out. It's
Yeah,
obvious,
and
isn't
small
it?
chain ring. But the bike's nice.
Other than that, brilliant paint job. Love the gold bar tape. Love the gold lettering. As a son of a graphic designer,
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Nice. So first submission this week, who have we got?
So, first submission this week is from Andrew Slack.
Yeah.
After a long time waiting, I finally took delivery of my new Dogma F with Dura-Ace 12-speed and Bora Ultra WTO 45.
Right, what do we make of this? Look at that display. That's incredible.
I was going to say that the display is like almost as good as the bike. I mean, well, yeah, but it's cracking.
I really like that. That's
envy.
really nice. So cranks aligned. I think the valves are aligned. Shame that the picture's at a bit of a jaunty angle rather than straight on, but I
mean,
think
we're picking hairs.
I'm going to supernice that. You going to
Yeah, I'll
supernice it? You go on
supernice
the go.
That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Right, next up is Waves
and
Wind.
Waves and Wind.
Nice. So this is an all-city Gorilla Monsoon, apparently, from 2021. I can't sound familiar with this brand. Very gravel-esque kind of bike. Big chunky tyres, disc brakes,
Tangle tyres.
Cranks aligned. I can't see the valve on the front wheel. A few accessories on here.
Very interesting. Maybe they photoshopped it out.
Maybe. I really like this, but I'm going to say I don't feel like I can give this a super nice. We've got accessories on. It's not in the correct gear.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very nice bike.
We're just being picky a bit.
Yeah, we're being a bit too softy, but super nice.
Yeah.
I mean, cracking submission.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, we'll give it a nice.
Yeah, just a nice from us.
Yeah.
So next up, who we got?
We have Junaid pedals, just a basic road bike with with endurance geometry. Sorry, this is the Triban.
Oh, Triban 120.
Yeah.
Oh, cracking entry level bike.
Cracking bike there.
You got me saying cracking now. There you go.
Cracking. I'm trying to work out where this photo was taken. It looks. It's definitely not
somewhere
Northern Europe, anyway.
It's not Westbury, that's for sure.
No, I'm loving the little boat in the background, but we are getting distracted by the boat.
So accessories are left on. There's a lock left on as well, and bottles, reflectors are on. As much as I want to give this bike a super nice because entry level bikes are great for getting people into sport. They're just as good as the super premium bikes in terms of the bike vault qualities. However, I don't think I can let this one go with its accessories, its reflectors, and the fact that
I mean, we need to be fair in our judgments. Yeah. We need to be fair across the board.
It's going to be a nice for me. I mean, nice is still good.
I'd have given it a super nice if there was 2 reflectors on the back wheel. I think the fact there's 2 and 1.
Yeah, okay.
It's yeah.
Okay, right. Fair enough. Next
nice,
one in.
Nice one though. Nice photo too.
Laura C. Croft with a Trek Speed concept from 2013. Well, for starters, the bike's around the wrong way. We've got started on a bad foot here.
A bit of a bad foot. I mean, we can't see anything from. I can't tell if it's in the.
Can't see what gear it's in. I can't see the valve. I can see the rear valve. God, I used to have a set of these wheels when I was a kid. They were incredible.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, maybe not a kid. Maybe like a little bit older.
First bike.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice.
Yeah, sorry about that.
We're missing parts of the bike as well. I mean, like we can't even see the ends of the tri-bars.
We can't see the ends of the tri-bars. That means they could be 10 meters long.
Could be anything. I mean, we can't be handing this out willy nilly.
No, we can't.
No.
Next in, who have we got?
We have HS Shot.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah, full custom all-roader build in Columbus Zona and Life steel tubing with Columbus gravel carbon fork, special two-tone powder coat with light sparkle effect.
Oh.
28mm tyres.
I like this.
Yeah.
I do like this a lot.
That is nice, yeah. It's a do-it-all bike, isn't it?
It is a do-it-all bike.
Is that a Goldie-looking chain?
I think it is, yeah.
I think it is.
Do you want a little fist bump for that? Oh, very good, thanks. Well, it's not in Biggie Smalls, which is disappointing.
Yeah, and we have, ruled bikes out.
But equally, do you know what Ollie and I did? Well, we make the rules, so we can let them slide if we want.
It's got a bit of a top hat on the steer. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, yeah, it has got that. What's the seat post? It's got like a weird sort of suspension bit.
Yeah, I was trying to work out if that was a weird... I think it is a suspension, or it's one of those ones where you can really adapt the position.
Right, I'm going to stick by my guns. I'm going to say it's nice.
It's a nice... We're going another nice... Although I do like the paint job on that. Look at that, it's cracking.
There's so many good things about it. I love. I just can't Superniced today. Right, next one is from Soton Cyclist.
Soton Cyclist.
This is a new Forwards One custom road bike, I say, with... Wow, look at the custom paint job on this thing.
That's nice, that is nice.
What colour is this? Cherry metallic with iridescent graphics. It's a shame this picture is a little bit dark. I would love to see that in the sunlight.
Yeah, it's cracking bike. I'm struggling to find faults.
I cannot find fault with this bike. So, valves aligned.
Struggling.
No pedals. Cranks aligned. It's in the correct gear. No accessories. It's well presented. It's not a jaunty angle. We're going to hit it with Superniced. Go on, give it a good ring. Right,
our cameraman.
Right, one more final submission actually, bonus one. It's from Alexander Bath with a 90s BMX. It says, come on, what 12-year-old boy didn't want one of these?
That is pretty cool. I've never ridden a BMX, but I would love to ride one after seeing this.
Never ridden a BMX?
No, it's funny, isn't it? Never ridden one.
Well, we're just going to brush past that sort of...
I'm too big for them.
Fact,
I was too big.
What do we make of the bike? Cranks aligned. It's in the correct gear because it's only got one. I can see the front valve. Can't see the rear one.
That is beautiful, though, isn't it? I mean, look
Specialised
at the chrome, that kind of chrome. Oh.
Go on, Superniced it.
Yes.
Why not? That's unfortunately it for this week's show. I wish it never had to end. I really do. Unfortunately, Ollie is away next week. Are you away? Are you about next week?
I'm about.
Oh, okay. Well, if we're about, we'll do the show together. If not, worst case scenario, you might have man on hang together. That could be carnage, couldn't it?
That would be carnage. I mean, we should probably allow that to happen.
Yeah, why not? Right, that's it from us. See you later. We're off to get a sandwich.
And some porridge.